Welcome to Hypothetically Sound, a podcast about life, pop culture, and family, hosted by Alec, Kevin, Randy, and Xavier. This is a special episode, episode 1.5, Still Reconnecting. For all future and past episodes, visit us at hypotheticallysound.podbean.com, or for full video version of the podcast, head over to our YouTube channel, Hypothetically Sound.
Pause and cut this out. Thank you, everybody, for... this is why we can't have good things. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the podcast again to this special episode 1.5, where we introduce you to the fourth member of our podcast who wasn't able to make it last time. I am Randy. I am joined with...
Alec.
Xavier.
It's fucking just like the first time, man. The pause and everything. And then the fourth member, who you guys didn't get to meet in the first episode, who this one is all about, is...
Kevin.
That is
Grandpa.
the grandpa, yes, by like 3 years older than me. He is Xavier's older brother. We talked about him a little bit in the last podcast. So yeah, we just wanted to reintroduce him in this one. Everybody's looking at me weird right now.
Kevin, you didn't listen to the last podcast, did you?
Nah, was Xavier talking crap about me?
No, I was.
Oh, shit. Okay. Can I curse in this podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I wasn't, but
I mean, you probably were.
nah.
That's who you are. You know, that's what you do.
There's a few
Nah,
cuss
I
words, but
Okay.
I put a rating of like PG. Right, that should be good enough.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, for Kevin,
Small amount of cuss words is only PG rated? I thought cuss
No, you
words-
can't cuss in PG. You can only say fuck once in PG-13, and
Yeah.
you're already past that.
Oh,
wow.
Where are?
oh, they have a
dog?
limit to fucks? You can only say one
Yeah,
fuck?
you
Yeah.
can only
Right
say
now, we're
one fuck
definitely
in
limited.
PG-13.
Okay,
Mhm.
we've said it 3 times already. So.
Yeah, so we're rated R.
That's why, and like
PG-17. There we go.
X-Men
Wait.
Days of Future Past, they have a Wolverine say fuck one time because that's their only
right.
fuck they can do.
So since we're rated R, can I like sit on the stream?
Why'd that cut
of
out
the
perfectly?
podcast and like show my nipples?
That's rated X. That's different.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure.
This movie buff over here. That's rated X. No.
It's really not. You see titties in rated R movies all the time, like Sin City and shit. Like that movie, half that movie's titties and blood.
Yeah, nudity is strangely like less offensive than cuss words. Who would have guessed?
But if you say the hard R, then if it's not, never mind.
Different. That's a different topic, Alec. We haven't gotten
Yeah.
there
I'll
yet.
just stop. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Hey, welcome to the podcast, Kevin. How you doing?
I'm good. I think we should, make sure people understand that only you get to call me that. I don't want people around the world to call me Kevy.
No, it goes Rand, X, Alec, Kevy. Everyone has a
Oh, okay.
nickname.
All right. Well, I can't call my brother X though.
Hey, did you say your own name for your nickname?
Yeah.
My name is Alexander, and so Alec is a nickname of Alexander. It's an abbreviation of Alexander.
No, you're really
That is no. My real name is Alexander.
No,
it's on my
you
birth
can't get
certificate.
obvious like that.
I
don't like
can.
That. That's cheap.
Hmm.
I don't think
It's
so.
not. It's
I
not.
feel
No,
like you're taking the
only
easy
my
way out of it.
friends. Only my friends call me Alec. When I work, they call me Alexander.
Wait. So then what do we call you?
You call me almost anything in the book. You guys are really mean and bully me all the fucking time. Please help me, guys. I'm trapped in this relationship.
We also talked about that. It's not a funny joke. Never mind.
Funny joke, yeah. We
We talked about that already, Alec. You seek help. You get out of relationships like that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad.
But
I'll
anyways,
talk to you guys later.
welcome to the special episode. As you see, we're having fun. We learned from our first one, so it's going to be a lot more fun in these future ones. But Kevin, people don't know you.
find fun.
What?
We're going to go off in random tangents and laugh a lot, probably.
No, we're not that kind. We're serious podcasters, and none of us like to joke because joking is the devil's work. Honestly, like laughter is terrible.
See, the funny thing is for the people who aren't watching this on YouTube, they don't see your background right now as you say you're a serious podcaster.
My background of our Lord and Savior.
I think you should describe to people what is your background right now.
It is black with a man in the middle of it.
Who's
Or,
this? Who's this man? What do people call him?
Is he a real man?
Are you
'Cause-
struggling to find the answer right now while you panic and look at your computer screen?
I'm just thinking on how you guys cannot recognize such an important figure in people's lives. Like they grew up with this. You know, it's engraved in them, and you're just making fun of it like it's nothing. A great man.
Stop looking at the computer monitor.
I'm just looking because like
Yeah.
my faith.
So you
It's
put a
so
background
strong.
up that you don't even know who the person is, huh?
I do. I feel like if I said the name, it would take away a lot of the magic because everyone knows who it is in their hearts.
Okay, who is it? 3, 2, 1. Alec.
I believe his name is Mr. Hold on.
Stop looking at the screen.
Beeker. That's not. You want to see my other screen? You want to see my Google
You're,
tab?
you're,
This is my
point, you're
Google
pointing
tab.
at a different screen now.
You see? This is my Google tab.
That's a different
Yeah.
screen.
It's not a different screen. That's literally my only. You know what I have? I have yo ugly asses up on that side. I have a Google
You?
thing, and then I have a what the Google thing that confuse you?
I think the ugly
I
ass
get
is
it. You ran away.
The ugly ass? That part?
Yeah.
What part is wrong? What part is wrong? We're all ugly.
My ass is not on the screen. Thank you.
I can't tell the difference. Maybe.
I mean, there's a long thing on that wouldn't be on his. I don't know. Do you have a tail, Xavier?
Yeah, have you seen his fucking tailbone? You didn't come swimming with us in the hotel. This motherfucker had to wear around his swimsuit like a hoodie or something, right? Because that shit was sticking out. It was people there. He got nervous. He's like, I can't handle it.
Wait.
Don't tell nobody.
Did it wiggle?
He scraped
Wait.
it on the hot tub sliding in. You know what I'm saying? Like that bitch
My
is
tailbone?
wrong. Your tail, yeah.
Isn't there a movie where like it wiggles?
Yeah.
Like,
It
like-
pulls out, and then she's like happy.
Where do we go to? I'm confused.
A movie where this chick has a tailbone.
That's the movie.
Shallow How. Shallow
A
How.
tail.
Yes.
Is it Shallow How?
Yeah, Shallow How. His friend.
Yeah,
Shallow How, or
He's hypnotized.
I think it's Shallow How. It's
that
that
is
one.
his friend. Yeah,
Yeah.
his friend has it. Yeah, and when he's happy, it wigs.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a real tail. They cut it off, but like they didn't cut it too deep to not like make sure he didn't fuck up his like tailbone or something and paralyze him
It
or
wiggles
whatever.
like a dog tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a stubbed dog tail.
Like a Rottweiler dog tail, yeah.
Yo, you think he all right? This is gonna be weird. You think he like get
Wow.
freaky with it? He's like, yeah, suck my tail.
It's possible.
I feel like he's like, yeah, get that stub. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel
There's
like it's a
nerves
thing.
there. He's feeling it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, Kev, welcome to the podcast. Man.
Let me just again, I don't have that. We're talking about my brother who has this tail, not me. Just,
Wait.
just
Why do I have a tail? I still don't understand.
Well, it's a birth defect, dog. Just like your skin color. I'm so sorry.
I mean, God made us all this way.
Again, for people at home that did not know, we are all mixed, black and white. So he's
Yeah,
not
you gotta be
wrong.
careful about that these days. I
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
I think we're all at
Anyway,
different
back
things.
to the topic that. Yeah.
I'm sorry for crossing that line too many times, guys.
It's okay.
If we get canceled, it'll mostly just be me. I'm
I mean-
the problem child.
I mean, there's a lot of other things to cancel people over. I don't think that's one of them.
I mean, if they're gonna go back into like 27 or something for a really famous person, I'm sure if we blow up, they'll gladly go back to 2020 and find something I've tweeted that was terrible.
Remember that time on his podcast, he said his own skin color was a curse?
Who said that?
He's anti-black. He's a race hater.
Oh, I see.
Okay, welcome to the podcast. This got weird. Kevin, welcome again. We've said this a bunch of times and we go off on tangents. Why don't you introduce yourself to the people listening at home? We did this before. We just, told a little bit about us, our past, and yeah, let the people know.
Oh, well, I don't know where to begin. 35 years old, oldest of the crew. I got one brother. He's obviously in the podcast as well. X.
Who's that?
X. You.
Who?
Xavier.
Me?
No, Xavier.
Oh, we're not brothers, huh?
Well, I mean, we're all brothers in one way or another,
No.
but I mean blood.
Oh,
Like,
that's cool, dude. Oh, we're not
shit.
blood now, huh? Okay.
Okay, see, I knew this was gonna happen. God damn it. Anywho, I got one brother. One would think I have other siblings, but that's a whole nother probably topic another time. Originally from Minnesota. Used to be into sports, and then I got older, and now I'm into video games and TV. I don't know why. What do y'all? What did
You
y'all
sounded
talk
really
about?
sad. You're really sad about the TV thing there.
A little bit, because then you're not getting outside. You're not doing the things you should be doing. I got kids, some that are mine, some that aren't mine. Yeah, I mean,
You're not the biological daddy. You're just a daddy that stepped up.
yeah. Thank
Like
you.
them
I appreciate
T-shirts.
you.
I know what to get you
for
for
saying
Father's
that.
Day next year, dog.
I appreciate it. Other than that, I just got married. Living in Green Bay now. Working in tech. Hope to be done working in tech at some point. Trying to get my brother to just Grubhub with me for a living.
Ugh.
But
Yeah, that's never gonna happen, honestly.
I mean,
There's,
I'm making. Like I
there's
said,
so
I'm
many.
making like 30 an hour.
There's so many there's so many
Companies.
people who are doing that nowadays.
It is true. It's true. Like when I go to sign up for a schedule, like you got to be on it right away.
It's probably hard. Yeah,
It
there's a lot of people
It
doing
is.
it.
Yeah.
It's easy money. I mean, shit, if you can make your own schedule and
It
make
is.
reasonable money,
I
that's
mean,
like one of those things. The hardest thing about life, or like why people have the most anxiety, is because they can't make their own schedule and they don't have enough time to do the things that they want to do. So that's definitely one of those opportunities that you can utilize
right.
and
I
kind of
do.
have that schedule for yourself.
I do think with our backgrounds, though, I think there is
Mm.
opportunity for other possibilities out there since we do live this close to each other. But anywho, yeah, I don't know what else should I talk about?
That's
Just
about it.
yourself, man.
Yeah, we talked I talked about school and things like that. Xavier talked about school. Alec talked about school.
Went to school for law enforcement. Did that for quite a long time. Then joined the military. Got out. Then went back to school for IT. Ran into some issues with some of my faculty where they told me I was in it for the money and not in it for the love of being in IT. That I wasn't a true programmer because I cared more about how much I was going to make than anything. But let's be real, you go to school to get a job to make money. I mean, ultimately. So, but
Damn, they gatekeep IT.
they did for me at least. This was at
Damn.
like a different type of college, not one of your
Uh,
your usual
uh,
colleges.
can I talk to you over there real quick? I feel like you're not a real programmer. You are in it for the money. Damn right I am. Shit.
That's pretty much
Oh,
what it was.
and shame on you for going, trying to get a job that pays well. How dare you?
That
Yeah.
at the time was high in the market where they wanted people to come because it was so high in market. They were looking for people. But so now I backed out of that and then went and got my bachelor's in business management. So
Nice.
yeah. And now I work with mannequins. And I know what people might say, Alec. But those mannequins are medical mannequins.
Sex dolls to help relieve stress.
No. Medical
Medical,
mannequins.
definitely
It's
medical.
medical. It's medical, right? Like it helps reduce stress a lot.
That helps.
With the help that helps
future-
with a lot of things. It helps future kids not come about.
Yes, that helps our future student nurses become working nurses throughout the country. Bell in college.
But the side hustles are sex dolls.
I don't talk about that.
It's kind of like a Kill Bill scene, only he's using the dolls instead of people sleep.
I like to think one day my supervisors might listen to this podcast, so I can't talk about my side hustle.
You're right. My bad. Do you test those dolls at all? Is that part of your job? Is to test dolls?
Are we talking about the side hustle or my main hustle? Like, what are we?
Isn't the answer the same, Kevin?
If we're talking about my maternity mannequin, yes, indeed we are because that.
Oh, maternity, wow! So y'all got some freaky dolls.
We do. They be popping out babies left and right, but is what it is. Is what it is.
Good saying.
Other than that, I mean, yeah, go ahead.
You only test out the maternity models.
No, I didn't say that. I just asked if that's one I thought you were interested in. No, I test all my mannequins.
Okay.
All my models. Yeah.
Cool.
They
Is it
range
hard?
I feel like everything that you're saying to me right now has this like
Just general questions about
sexual
your job. No, that's
sexual background behind it. Because why hard?
excuse
I feel
me.
like
I
feel
like
like the next question you're gonna ask is, do the mannequins get moist? And it's gonna
Huh.
get weird.
Why
Well,
use that word, dude?
yeah. Why would you use that's okay? You're making it weird. I'm
Like,
literally
Yeah,
asking general questions.
it definitely got weird pretty quick here.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
asking general questions about a job. Is it hard to test the mannequins? I've never tested a
Like, do you have to
fucking
use a
mannequin. I
gel to keep them from being stiff, or?
see, like.
Do you have to test their limits?
So here's the
you have to
thing.
go
Here's
as
the
far as
thing.
you can.
It's funny that you guys are saying all this because every single thing you're saying, I haven't had this conversation with you about the mannequins, but the reality is there is a lube that we use for the mannequins, but it's to make sure that
So
the skin
separately,
doesn't-
huh?
so that the skin doesn't crack and so that tubes can go down the throat easier. But medical tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
So do you
what other
like?
kind of tubes would be going down the
Do
tip?
you make sure it's lubed up enough? Like, do you have to test it before you can just go? It's like, yeah, it's definitely lubed. You know what I'm saying?
Like, are you asking, do I try it on my throat first? Is that what you mean?
No, I asked about the lube, not the tubes. I'm sure you fill
Oh.
some tubes sometimes, dude.
Why is he still stuck on the tubes? What other kind of tubes do you guys put down there that aren't medical?
I mean, see, I'm getting confused because I feel people are talking sexually, but then they're not.
I'm not. I'm
Lost.
asking general questions.
None of
like-
this has been sexual, dog.
Yeah.
I was legit. Like, I figured, like, I've seen these dolls. Like, I'm pretty sure they have to be moisturized.
They're called mannequins, not dolls. Let's get it straight first. They're called mannequins, not dolls. Because when you say dolls, it means something else. If you're not watching the YouTube version of this, please come to the YouTube channel because then you'll see where I'm coming from. Because if you watch their facial expressions, yeah, he's making
they're
it.
making weird faces. Thank you,
Yeah.
Kevin. We know we're ugly. This fucking guy.
Anywho, and I'm
So-
the best. I got the best facial hair out of the crew. I mean,
So what
my
else-
brother's trying to catch up, but
You had the most years.
What, you been growing up for, like, 29 now?
Yeah, I didn't shave until I was like 20.
I mean,
Was there even anything there?
No,
He had a mustache for a while.
I did
He
have a
did.
mustache for a while. Yeah,
that Dirty Sanchez thing.
yeah. It's coming back, baby. It's coming back. I haven't shaved in 2 months. And look at it.
Are you serious? That's 2 months?
I don't grow facial hair, dude. I got a little bit of chest hair. And that's Xavier.
You know what you have to do is you have to
We were in the pool. He was like, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, it's the chest hair, man. I'm like, what do you mean?
Self-conscious about my young self. We're sitting in the sun. I just chilling. He goes, no, I don't got that much chest hair. This motherfucker goes, oh, you got like a little bit of what's going on right here? You got a little bit of chest hair. And I'm like, that's fucking weird, dude. Like, why you comment? And I look at him. I was like, he clear. He got no hair. He got nipple hair. That's all he got. He got hair around his nipples. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell him that, dog. Can you cut that out?
Never.
All three of them. He has hair on all three. Like the third nipple has only 2 little strands.
Dog, you have a tail and a third nipple? Man, you hit the genetic lottery.
He's a pit bull. What you mean?
He's the peak man. You know what I'm saying? Perfect. He's a sign of the evolution.
You
know what I'm
actually a dragonborn, dog.
saying? Damn. That's crazy.
Oh, we gotta talk about that offline later too. I'm upset that their dad, Alec and Randy's dad, would not let me be a dragonborn.
No, don't say that, man. You need to cut this shit out because Dad's gonna watch that, and then we're gonna get a call. He's like, "Why Kevy's so mad?"
Well, I didn't tell him he couldn't be a dragonborn. I was just
He
saying
did. But anywho, I'm fine being a human.
Why do you tell you can't? Why do you tell you can't?
he only wanted one dragonborn because
Okay,
if
okay.
there's two, they would have created stories where people came and hunted us for the two dragonborns.
because dragonborns are rare, and it's like, no, they're not. That's why they're in the goddamn game. I'm like, we got
Wait,
two.
so he
humans.
doesn't want the DM making a backstory of people hunting us?
Yeah.
It would have been nice to have that kind of backstory.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, easy
That'd
way
be
to kill one
interesting.
of us off.
I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna just die anyways. You haven't
Uh,
played yet. This motherfucker
Okay, I'm
down
pretty
here.
sure I'm the one who saves you from everything.
Didn't you, Mister? I'm on the ground again because I missed 2 punches.
There was literally one. Just even on the ground.
Twice? What do you mean? It's only been one. Yeah, it only happened one time.
Me
We
too.
played it
Because you
like-
revived. You
Oh
revived
my
me,
God.
Rogue
and,
Man.
then I gotta go over and be like, heal. And
Time out.
Hold up. This rogue man has a name. It's Bopple Bapple.
Is this how we're doing
Okay.
that? Is that
And
how
he
you?
was
Okay, so they're on the ground, and I'm like, "Do you consent?" And they just go, and I was like, "That's a yes."
But you ain't the only one touching anymore because I'm a paladin.
Yeah, nigga, you get your turn too.
Yeah. Can we do it at the same time? Can we rainbow it? Can we high five?
Yeah, like.
I'm gonna die. Bobble Bapple dying.
I don't know what
And then you know that's just like making sure they don't die, right? But then when they need health, we get to do the little.
Oh yes, mine's
what I'm
actually
saying?
called lay on hands too. So boom,
Damn.
we good. Yeah,
Mine's
I'm
not.
hands
Mine's
on
not.
them.
I don't really need to touch them, to be honest.
Oh, I gotta touch them.
It's all theatrics. Mine comes from like the heavens above. I
take my armor off and everything, and then I just get real close.
Okay.
You're on the ground. What are you doing? I'm preparing to, make sure he doesn't die here. He needs the whole body, all my energy.
I'm laying it all on him.
He's like, you're like,
dying.
what are you doing now? He's like, I like being Little Spoon. So you're just dragging an unconscious body behind you.
I am dying.
Hey, you want to live or not?
Nope.
I'm fine. I don't die. I haven't died yet.
We'll see.
So Kevin,
yes,
you mentioned that you went to school for policing. You went to school for IT. You're doing tech stuff now. Grubhub. What are your goals for say the next 5 to 10 years? What goals do you want to achieve?
I want to still be alive in 5 years. Start there. World's a crazy place. I mean, the world's a crazy place right now. I mean, I work at a place right now where people really don't understand and still don't get the vibe that like there is a difference. That when I actually say that sometimes I want to carry my conceal with me because I'm afraid not only if I get pulled over, but just a random person just comes up and does something stupid for no reason right now. That's the world we're living in. But besides that type of political stuff, I won't go into. I really want to stream. I really do want to stream. I just had a newborn that's 7 months now, and I think I'm really starting to get back on track to the point where I can actually probably write like today. This is probably the longest I've been able to sit in front of my computer in one stretch of time. So I want to get back into a schedule of doing that and start streaming again and put some content out with some gaming, all kinds of different genres, whatever floats people's boat. And other than that, like the name of the podcast, reconnect with the family, reconnect even with my brother, and really get to a point and a place where it almost feels like we're in Minnesota still, but even though we're in separate places, and continue this journey that we're on right now. So,
okay. Yeah. So outside of the obvious, like you mentioned, the baby, I want you to get real with us for a little bit. What's holding you back? Because you streamed for a while with me. We both streamed. Yeah. Like I'll admit, like my streaming, like I was consistent for a good year and a half, and then like I just stopped. Like I got lazy. I wasn't growing as much as I wanted, and I stopped. And it's not no one's fault but mine. I didn't improve my content. What is holding you back from achieving your streaming goals, achieving your family goals? What with us and stuff? What do you think's holding you back?
I mean, you can't deny the distance is an issue that always is going to hold us back. I mean, we can travel as much as we want, but none of us are made of money. So, and unless this podcast pops off. But I think besides that, it's being lazy with the stream for sure. It's being lazy. Like I spent the time to make transition screens and notifications. Spent funds on it. I set myself up to be a streamer. I mean, for example, my brother before the podcast started said, "Why didn't I have this light up behind my desk ahead of time?" I mean, I'm a streamer and I had the light, but I wasn't using it. Just being lazy. And then with the family, it's A, dealing with Alex bullshit all the time, but B, just finding time. We really gotta. I think because we're all older, we gotta actually tell ourselves we're gonna put the effort and time in. Like with the wedding and seeing my brother there, and like you guys haven't probably got to see the video yet, but he's actually he's cut it into the video quite a bit. Like he's hanging out with my stepson and all kinds of stuff. I should be seeing my brother more often. Even those kinds of things should be happening more frequently, more often. Where I do go and just go get wings with him. If he's mentioning to me that there's this place that has really good wings, I should counter by saying, "All right, let's go next Wednesday or whatever," and just do it. So it's just putting the effort and not being lazy.
It was good wings. Like, they were good wings, even though the service was a little shitty. We went there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was bomb.
Did y'all use the sauces?
I got the Jack Daniels one and
the mop sauce is the best one. Man.
And one other one and the what, nigga?
The mop sauce. That's what it's called.
There was no mop sauce on that.
Man, I will go get the jar right now. It's in my fridge.
What do they sell it?
Yeah.
They didn't
they don't have it in store.
Yeah, they didn't offer it on the wings.
Oh, they didn't?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh. Well,
I'm not a sauce guy. And I ordered barbecue, like sriracha or something like that. And sriracha barbecue.
Oh.
Fuck. Anyways. And they brought out Janessa's first, who had ordered the same thing. And hers, I was like, that doesn't look like a lot of sauce. I might be able to handle that. Then they brought out mine, and it looked like they dumped half the fucking bottle in the middle of my plate.
It was
like I ate around that big mess, and then I had to I gave Randy a couple saucy pieces, and then I had to use a napkin to wipe the sauce.
It was bad. Like I traded with him, and my wings I think had the perfect amount of sauce on them. I take one of his, and my entire mouth was coated in this barbecue sauce, and I'm just like, that's too much, especially for someone like Alec who hates the texture of sauce in the first place. I was impressed that he ate all of them and didn't just order.
I wasn't wasting money. I wasn't wasting money.
I mean,
I
it was
did
like
order
wings.
Yeah, I also ordered naked the next time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, she's like, "Oh, you guys want to order a second batch? Blah blah blah." And I was like, "Yeah, can I get naked wings?" And she looked at me like I was fucking stupid.
They ain't B-dubs. They don't know what that means.
B-dubs ain't the only ones that use that terminology. A naked wing is just a naked wing. It's not that.
Nah, they were struggling. We got there, and they were trying to fit in a group of 20, and I don't know
they
what.
They actually got denied. They said they weren't seating them.
Mm-hmm. The 20 group.
Yeah.
That place gets packed.
They tried to bring a group of 20 people
without reservation.
Mm-hmm. Without calling them beforehand, and they were like, "Oof, what? How are we supposed to seat you?"
Yeah. The place is good though. The place is good.
Hmm?
Gotta get the platter.
You haven't been there.
No, I've been there. I said I went there. I haven't gotten for the wings, but I went there and got the platter where you can get 3 different meats. We're talking about Parker John's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go there and get. That's probably why the sauce I'm talking about you don't know about, because you just go there for wings. You got to go there for a regular day and actually just get regular food.
No, because why would you not go for
regular food? Why would you just go Wednesday? Wednesdays and Thursdays, the only 2 days you need to go there ever.
The meatloaf is good, man. I'm telling you.
You went to a barbecue place that got meatloaf? Let's talk about this for a second.
It's barbecued meatloaf.
Oh, that kind of explains the person Kevin is. Just
no, it don't. No,
so do they cook it?
They got brisket in it. They got the little ground beef in it. They got the normal sauce that you would use in a meatloaf, but then they had bigger diced onions and peppers and all kinds of stuff mixed in it, and then they put the sauces that you asked for on top of it. It's y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all missing out.
It just sounds like someone was bored and wanted to be unique, and we're like, let's just throw all this meat together and call it a meatloaf.
That's pretty much.
I mean, that's what a meatloaf is in the first place, but that's a Midwestern thing. It's a Midwestern thing.
That's what it was, but it was good. It was good. I mean, it was good. Anywho, yes. So that's what.
I still understand why you would go there any other day than Thursday and Wednesday.
What's Thursday?
Ribs.
Now see, I don't
excuse
like
me?
I don't like bone. Can you get boneless wings on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay, then I do Wednesday. But Thursday, I don't like bones. I hate bones. I won't get pork chops because it's got bones in it. I don't eat chicken if it's got bones.
Have you ever thought about just
not biting the bones
meat off the bone?
See, what do you mean, taking the time to? I'm lazy. I don't want to have to do that.
No, you just eat it off the bone.
It'll be super simple, dude. You just go like this. You don't have to.
You don't get to suck it off. Yeah,
you waste too much meat that way.
You got something called teeth that are meant to rip meat off of.
Oh, hold up! Did you not grow up with grandma? Did she not teach you to eat a chicken wing?
She did, but I hated it. That's what I'm saying. I hated it. Back then, Grandpa used to make us eat fish, and he'd feed us the fish that had the bone in it still. So you biting into that fish, and
No, dude, he
crunch.
didn't make y'all do that on purpose. He was just
No, he
neglectful.
did.
He didn't give
It wasn't.
like damn well he cleaned out his fish real good, no bone, no nothing. No, he did. No, he did. All right, I know he did.
How we ate it. Yeah.
Nah, he's like, it's food, you eat it.
Yes, greens and all. So I was traumatized. So I was like, so
You don't like greens either?
I'm traumatized. Hot sauce, maybe. You throw a little hot sauce on it?
You can't visit us.
No, if you,
Orleans.
I'm gonna say you visit or
And that's
I'll
all
come
black
back
people
up.
food, so you ain't gonna eat.
I'll cook you some real soul food, dog. I'll convert you back.
They don't have boneless still. I mean,
oh, he's this.
I'm the guy that takes like the fork and the knife and.
I ain't never eaten pizza with you. I bet you fork and knife pizza.
He does. Yeah. Remember when we came up the one time he was in the hotel? He was like trying to eat it all. He was like, he was afraid to eat it because he's used to use the fork and knife. He doesn't understand the Neanderthal ways.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna bite my fingers.
It could be that too. I just like to eat so much that I was afraid I was gonna eat my finger. It could be that too. I hate you, Alec.
For what, dude? For what?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So,
I'm gonna hug your Muppet.
any last things you want the people to know about you, Kevin, for this episode?
Oh hell. Crazy allergies. .tv, twitch.tv.
You don't plug.
It's not sellout. It's not the sellout time of the podcast. I will tell you when it's the sellout time of the podcast.
I mean, it's the end, right? So if we're getting close to the end, that's usually when you do it. Like that's the moment where you pop it out.
No. It's different. You're doing what? Like, hey, you got anything left to say to the podcast? As like a guest,
TV, everything.
Yeah,
totally.
as a guest. Okay, as a guest. But you're not a guest, right? So like you wouldn't say that. You'd be like, yeah, I just want everyone to know that I'm really not as big of a bitch as I made myself sound. Like things like that is what you should say, right?
The more that they listen to these podcasts, so okay, that's the last thing I'll say since Alex opened his big ass mouth. The biggest thing that I'm gonna say is make sure you watch the following episodes because you're gonna see who the bitch is and who's not the bitch. Okay.
Usually that's the guy who gets exposed as the bitch who says that. So yeah, keep watching.
You just asked me to say that, so now I'm saying it.
No. I was just giving you an example. I wasn't saying you made yourself sound like a giant bitch. Even if you did with the whole bone conversation, like I mean, even if you did with the whole bone conversation,
I own that. Yeah, the bone. I hate bone.
Yeah.
I don't like putting stiff things in my mouth. So
why can't you just eat the meat around the bone?
See?
I feel like here's
because that's what you do when you eat wings.
True.
Right. But hear me out. Okay. First of all, I don't like the drums. I'll eat the wing. I don't like drums.
So you don't like the one with less bone
and more meat.
There's less bone and wing.
I'll give it to him.
Bones. In order to get the meat off in order to get the meat off of those bones, though, you are more likely to be closer to the bone than you are.
Yeah, and sucking on that to get the meat in between the wing because you're too lazy to break it. I'm sure. So you're trying to get it in between the wing. Like there's a.
Here's my mental on it. You spend $10 for a plate of 15 wings. Okay. Boned wings, and then you spend maybe $17 for a plate of non-boned wings, boneless wings.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm going to eat everything on that $2 more plate than I will. I feel like I'm going to lose out and waste money on that other plate because I'm not going to eat as close to the bone as I should. Plus,
I have an argument to this.
Hold on, the last piece to that. Plus, there's more fat on boned wings than there is boneless.
Oh, it's chicken. There ain't no fat in chicken.
But once fried.
I hate that gristle. I hate that gristle. I hate that gristle rubbery.
Boneless wings are just like mushed up chicken compacted into a nugget form.
I agree. And there's a lot of flour and
filler.
Yeah. I agree.
But my argument for this is it's like $14 at Parker John's for all you can eat. So why does it matter?
That's a good point.
You just keep getting more. Even like my plates are never like my wings are not clean. I eat the meat off of it. I don't like gristle. I skip all that shit. I don't like.
Do you?
Yeah.
You don't actually.
It's all you can eat. I'm not okay. Listen, I know that's probably what you want to do, and that's probably why you don't get bone-in wings. But no, I don't do that.
No, I do that shit.
I just eat the parts that I like.
I do
That's
that.
how Grandma Trudy showed us how to eat it. Though.
That's how I eat
Anyways,
wings. Hey, his girlfriend does it too. So I'm like, I brought that up. I saw her eating them. Like, thank God I'm not the only person here that eats wings like a weirdo.
Wait, whose girlfriend?
Janessa.
Janessa
Oh,
does.
does she eat it
'Cause
like that?
Yeah.
They eat a lot of chicken.
They fucking eat it
Yeah.
like a Neanderthal bone. It's like, calm the
Yo.
fuck down.
My coworker though, did you see how clean his fucking plate was?
Mhm.
He actually like the bones were spotless. And it was like sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. I was like, how the fuck do you do that? Like, how do you even get all that off there? Like,
So do they
Didn't
just
make any-
swallow the gristle? Like when they get
I
that tough bite, and that's
Nah,
kinda
you
like,
chew
I
it.
don't know.
You should.
He's they eat a lot of stuff. That's
Like, don't get me wrong. With the gristle, like, if it's the chicken's not cooked right, it's fucking gross. Like,
Yes.
if the chicken's not crispy, I don't eat it. Because, like, there's a good chance that the shit's, like, undercooked. When it's crispy and, like, hard, it's kind of like bite into, like, crispy skin. And every once in a while you get, like, a peanut, like, not a peanut, but, like, just a harder, like, little bite.
right.
But it's just something I'm used to. Like you said, grandma. Like, that's how I ate chicken growing up. I did a lot of things like grandma. That's kind of why I look like I do.
Time out. All I know is if anybody's listening to this or does listen to this, I'm gonna get all my boneless wing followers because y'all judging me for not eating bone.
Hold on, but I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, I eat boneless. I
judge-
prefer boneless and chicken tenders when I go places. Like,
Okay,
it's
so,
just
so then
easier.
what's your point? Then why are you arguing it?
It's because, like, just eat. Like, you're just like, I don't eat nothing with bone. I don't eat ribs because it has bone.
That's where it all started, was the ribs conversation. You're not
That's where it
eating
started.
ribs.
It's true. It's true. I mean, I'll eat them. Like if you gave me a plate of ribs and say, "Hey, this is what's for dinner," I'm
So
like,
I feel like I can
I'll-
give you a plate of almost anything.
Something to
and
say.
I'll swallow it.
Gobble it.
I'm not finishing that.
I don't.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyways, is there anything else you want to say, Kev?
No, I think that's it.
So
I'm
Kevin,
glad to be back.
Kevin, guess what time it is?
Oh hell, I don't.
It is sellout time. So thank you everybody for watching. If you look on our screen, if you're watching on YouTube right now, if you look down in the left corner, you'll see Exalt with a dope hoodie on that is made by Alec. If you look at Alec, you'll see a heart on his sleeve, another dope hoodie made by him. And if you look at Crazy Allergies Kevin, you'll see the Thug It hoodie made by him. All of these things are available on sirbooty.com/merch. Go get it.
All of these things are available on sirbooty.com/merch.
That was a bit extreme. So now can I say crazy allergies? Twitch.tv.
No.
No.
You don't fuck. Hold on. When was the last time you streamed? Are you gonna tell me these people go to that and then be like, oh, I see that he
Dude.
streamed 3 years ago. Fantastic.
Hold on.
What a guy
Ray,
to follow. Active.
Oh, sure. Ray, do you have a counter for this? Do we get a counter like that shows how many people have listened to it?
Yeah.
Okay, if that counter hits 100 listeners, I will stream. I'll go back to my original streaming schedule. The day it hits 100.
Okay.
Anyways, follow me on my Twitter. Free out. I have zero
wait.
followers and following 0.
You know what's funny? My channel gets shout out every time we say Hypothetically Sound because that's the YouTube channel that I stream on. So
True.
and that we put content on. Oh yeah, we make other content, gaming content, and soon
Yeah,
React
it's a
content.
Yeah, we
I-
put on
I have
other content.
I have a big brain discussion after this.
Yeah.
After the pod?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh man,
It's massive.
is it for
brain.
the podcast or is it
It's
just like?
fucking galaxy brain, I promise you.
So should we record it?
No.
Okay then, that's fine. Fuck everyone who doesn't want to hear or who wants to hear. I guess. My bad.
No, it's
oh,
just
You
why
don't
not-
want to hear, man.
Rand, one last thing, since you went to the sellout so quick. I want to say thank you to anybody who does listen and know that we are
Yeah.
trying to be genuine about this and
For
we are
real.
trying to have fun. And it may not seem like it's produced like by some big wig or anything like that, but I think that's what we're going for. We want you guys to feel the humbleness that we bring to the table. Alec, don't wink at me like that,
I was just saying, like,
don't do that. Don't do
you
that.
kind of making it sound like we gonna sound shitty forever. Like, hopefully,
No,
we
I didn't say that.
improve.
No, I mean, we're gonna have better quality audio at some point and things like that.
Like,
If
I'm
the quality
trying to
is
get it to
perfect.
studio level stuff. I want
I
these guys
hear
to be like,
you.
oh,
I
they
hear you.
pretentious as fuck. You know what I'm
But
saying?
we need video. We need viewers, and we need listeners before we can get to that point. So I want
definitely.
those
Any support,
initials.
any
Yeah,
support is awesome.
Any
Right, we
support
want
is
those
awesome.
writers. We need those writers that are going to be here from day one to the end.
So we thank you
Yes,
guys. We really do. We thank
yeah.
you for listening, even if it's one person, mom, dad, whoever. Thank you for listening. Make sure you share it with your friends and tell them to listen when they're driving home from work or on the public transport, like Alex said last month. That killed me editing the last one, Alex. Every time I heard it, you go, I want to shout out the people that are listening on public transit. You're the real ones. We helped you through it. Every time I heard that, I'm like, this is the greatest thing.
I should shout out another group.
Yeah.
Shout out everyone whose favorite animal is zebra, but don't get the recognition because like zebras are just like the same thing as horses and shit. But we get it. Zebras are cool.
Thank you for listening to Hypothetically Sound. We hope you enjoyed the episode. All episodes can be found at hypotheticallysound.podbean.com, as well as on Apple, Spotify, and Pandora. For full unedited video versions of the podcast, please visit us at youtube.com/hypotheticallysound.